So today I will be talking about holiday classic A Christmas Story. This movie is quite possibly the most famous and popular Christmas movie of all time, other than something like It's a Wonderful Life, which like everyone has seen. This movie is very popular because it's very, very relatable and it's very exaggerated. It's like, you know, a lot of families can relate to it, and a lot of families have seen it, and it's kind of just a little bit overrated. Sorry, it's just my opinion. Now, don't get it twisted. When I say this movie's overrated, I don't mean it's bad. A movie can be overrated and still be good. It doesn't mean it's bad. I still really like this movie. I still think there's a lot of good zingers in there, a lot of good scenes, a lot of good quotes. But overall, I don't think this is like the greatest Christmas movie of all time. I would much prefer something like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Elf, or something like that. I don't know. I just personally, this movie has never really been like my definitive Christmas movie, but I know that some people really love this movie, and I'm not gonna be bashing it. Honestly, there's not really a lot of things to dislike about A Christmas Story. Everything in it is pretty solid and works really well. The script is really good, and especially the narration. Usually, I don't really like narrations in movies. We've established this before. I don't really like narration in movies a lot of the time. In this movie, I actually really liked it because the narration would come on and it would just be like Ralphie's inner voice when he's like 45. And I personally thought that was genius. So if you don't know the story of A Christmas Story, it's pretty simple. All it really is about is just one kid, Ralphie, and his experience with Christmas and the one present he wants, which is a BB gun, a Red Ryder BB gun. Everyone in this movie, including his parents and his teachers, just continuously say that he will shoot his eye out. And eventually he gets a Red Ryder carbine action BB gun, and he almost does. I always like the scene when Ralphie gets the bunny costume and his parents have him put it on, and you can so clearly tell that he does not want to put it on, and he just hates it, and this isn't what he wanted for Christmas. Because I feel like every kid has had that same thing happen to them, where they just beg and beg and beg for one thing all Christmas, and then they get something else and they're just disappointed, but they have to put up with it. And that's just like one way how this movie is just extremely relatable. In almost every way, this movie is just relatable. Just like with Home Alone, how I was constantly compared to Kevin McAllister, I was also all the time compared to Ralphie. And again, I don't know if that's a good thing. I honestly can't really think of anything to say that's bad about this movie. I mean, maybe the pacing, because it doesn't really, like, take its time, per se. It rushes a little bit, to certain scenes, but that's really it. There's not really, like, a lot of things to complain about with this movie. It's pretty perfect. So I'm gonna give A Christmas Story A+.